Okay.
Bam, we're live.
What I just think is I don't think it should maybe say don't rebound, but how is can you imagine Colton having to step down for 30 reps from a 30-inch box? It's going to take him it's going to take like 90 seconds at least.
What's the point of making a mandatory step down? Why do that? What's the stimulus?
So nobody blows their Achilles out, I would suppose, so you don't rebound. I got to warm up in a second, but I think this first one, the kettlebell workout, is all handstand walk. I think if you're good at rope climbs, and then I think the second one, 240 feet.
Yeah,
270 feet. Sorry, 270 feet. I mean, so I think it's all handstand walk. I think the second one's all box jump over, but we'll see. I'm gonna warm up. Okay.
Okay, great. Andrew, can you walk us through? We're at CrossFit Charlotte. It is the home of the great Andy Hendel. You can see him in the back there in the green sweatshirt. Guy's been around, maybe longer than me. I think he was a running back, or was he a running back? No. He played defense.
I think he was a linebacker.
Los Angeles Rams. Chase Ingram in the house. Andrew Hiller from HillerFit here. So, Andrew, do you want to walk us through the just the workout so everyone who's listening at home knows exactly what's going to be done here?
I'm assuming it's for those who also aren't having the visual on the screen, right?
Sure. Yes.
So in and out of the workout, people call it a buy in and a cash out. They're doing, as Kayla's demonstrating on the screen right now, there's going to be a kettlebell overhead and then a kettlebell on the opposite hand will be front racked. So one arm overhead, one arm over in the front rack with a 53-pound kettlebell for Taylor. You've got to go 90 feet on the way in and on the way out. I'm going to assume that's going to be the length of the competition floor. So probably down and back on the competition floor. In between those two lengths, he's doing 3 rounds of 3 rope climbs, 18 toes to bar, and a 90-foot handstand walk, where Taylor just told us that he's thinking that the crux of the workout will probably be that 270 feet on his hands. And I agree with that.
If Andrew Hiller's voice was any deeper, I would have to climb into my Roadcaster and lower the bass. My God, I think I chubbed up. Chase Ingram, the only professional in the house today. We don't even have a professional athlete doing this workout. Chase, why? Who is Taylor Self? Where is this workout from? And why is he doing it?
Taylor's going to show us how it's done, right? That's the whole deal for this morning as he takes on this event.
And who is he as an athlete? Who is he? What's his caliber? What should people be looking for? And then also in relationship, can you explain to us where this event is from? Wodapalooza 2024, et cetera.
Yeah, this will be an event at Wodapalooza, which will be starting on Thursday. And this will be an individual event. And they're going Thursday, Friday. And for Taylor, Taylor cut his teeth at Wodapalooza. He's had a lot of success there. He was one spot out of a last chance qualifier to make the CrossFit Games. Taylor is the prototypical athlete that competes in the elite division outside of games invited athletes. So I think he's a great person to have on this show to demo what this event's going to look like.
And his health, guys, Hiller, where is Taylor in his career? I know that he had great games aspirations. From what my understanding is he was training on the regular, basically daily with Jason Hopper before Jason went to HWPO. And then Taylor had an injury. But was he a comparable athlete to Jason in terms of his ability to get to the games? Was he at that level?
If I recall correctly, I was an avid listener or watcher of the show back then. Never had been on it, but I remember Jason saying that on any given weekend, Taylor would best him over the course of a set of workouts.
So he is the real deal. So he's the real
deal, right? That was a roundabout way of saying he's at times up there with or better than Hopper.
And then what happened, Chase, to him? What was the injury?
I believe it was his knee a few times, wasn't it? He's had a couple of surgeries for that.
He had the knee issue. He had a surgery done on it, and then he had imaging done, and I believe they found a screw in there, or maybe some string that was left in there from the previous surgery. So recently he had to have all that crap taken out. And that's where he's at right now. He just did some sort of a heavy back squat the other day, and he was pretty proud of it.
Holy shit. Okay. And does he have games aspirations this year?
I wouldn't say this year, but I think, Taylor, he's been sending us some of his times from some of the workouts he's been doing, and the dude's fit. This guy is on the war path to, I hope he's got some semifinal aspirations. I know he's focusing a lot on coaching and his Sentinel training. Like that's a big focus for him now, but dude's getting in good shape now. So I think Taylor's dangerous this year.
He was also the, as Chase mentioned, he runs Sentinel training. He was the coach of Michelle Bassinet, CrossFit Games athlete. He was backstage last year. I've seen him in a bunch of the clips from the behind the scenes that are out now. Heidi Krumer reminds us that Taylor was doing some demoing at the ranch with Dave Castro, and that it really wasn't Taylor's fault. He was flipping a pig and he was on a mat and he stepped off the mat. The mat wasn't big enough for him to execute the technique to flip the pig, and he lost his footing and he got smashed by the pig, and that did cause him an injury. Was that a hamstring injury? Do you remember? Or was that the actual knee injury?
I believe that was hamstring, right?
Hamstring.
Hey, if I pull up a screen share, it'll mess everything up, won't it?
If Will's listening, maybe Will can.
Because I have Taylor from 2022 Wadapalooza leaderboard because he competed at Wadapalooza 2022. What's that, Chase?
Did he have an event win then that year?
He won the the row swim run, and then he opened up the weekend with a second place with that flip sled.
Oh,
so I wonder if on the flip sled he finished second. So he had a first and a second that weekend, and then a 30th.
Guys, during the workout, we will be trying something new. If you look at Taylor Self's hat, he has a mic on it. And so we will be able to hear him, his breathing. Will's going to mix that audio in. Maybe he'll talk to us a little bit. He's going to do this workout from the Wadapalooza event that's coming up this weekend. Then he's going to come talk to us for 20 minutes. And then he's going to hit a second workout. Chase, if you're going to Wadapalooza, are you watching this now? If you're competing individual, do you come here? Do you watch this? And then if so, what are you looking for?
100%. And when at minimum, your coach should be watching this, but every athlete should be paying attention to what's about to happen, because like I said, is like Taylor is fit right now, and he's a great mouse to have out there to see how this is going to go. The things I'm going to look at is timing between the rope climbs and what that fatigue level is going to look like from round to round. Should you or could you go unbroken on toes to bar, and what that effect will have, like Hiller and Taylor have already said, the handstand walk, 270 feet of handstand walk. That's not a large distance for these athletes, but when you couple in rope climbs, toes to bar, your grip and core is going to get so smoked, it actually makes it more challenging to walk on your hands, not to mention the kettlebell lunges before and the kettlebell lunges after. And so I would be watching this and looking at time splits, breaks, grip fatigue, rests in between, how those handstand walks look from a stability standpoint, the confidence you have to kick up a little earlier if you have to. And then obviously that last 90 feet mixed kettlebell lunge, I don't think that's going to be an issue, but there's a lot of shoulder fatigue and interference in this event. So I'll just be taking notes the whole time.
And the kettlebell lunge is just the Dave Castro finisher. You know, they want to create the spectacle. It's, in my opinion, rather irrelevant, that kettlebell lunge.
It's a nod to the old, 2017 regional chipper? Or is that 2018?
I'm not sure the one you're speaking on.
So it started with it was a heavy dumbbell switch lunge.
That's 18.
Down. Yeah.
I believe it was 18.
What do you mean irrelevant, Hiller? But it also sounds like it's important to the spectacle.
Well, from a spectator point of view, but from the athlete point of perspective, Taylor won't give a crap about the intro 90 feet or the exit 90 feet. It's probably just there for the eyes on the athlete, not the athlete doing it.
And can't there be an error there that could cost you the event?
You could have someone who's just an incredible lunger who makes up fractions of a second, but I don't really see it being, unless it's go back 5 feet because you put the kettlebells down or stop too early.
That's what I mean. Didn't that happen between Tia and Cara Saunders?
Yeah, that was a double overhead, so significantly more challenging.
Correct. This position is not all that difficult.
Okay.
Especially with those weights. If it was a 70-50, I probably wouldn't be saying this. 70 for the men.
Yesterday, a staple in the CrossFit community, a legend of sorts, Athena Perez, challenged Andrew Hiller to coach her for the next 12 months. Barry McCockiner is asking, did you accept the challenge? I don't know if you want to talk about that, but there's the question.
You know what's interesting? It's like, what if everyone just challenged me to do something? because I'm going to let you know that we've been talking and it's likely, but I've never really been called out on anything like that. It was like, yeah, you do it. So I did, and we're talking. And
you were called out to coach, and you went to the Zelos games and you did the coaching and held it to a very, very high standard.
Dude, I hate that I keep forgetting things now, but you're right. That happened too.
I don't think this is the bad thing, but just so you know, Andrew Hiller did a year in review video recently for the 2023. And I was talking to him, and I said, wow, that video is really good. He goes, yeah, but he goes, it's crazy. I go, what? He goes, I don't remember a lot of the footage. I'm going back, and I didn't even think that I forgot stuff. So what a cool thing to hear him say that, because I forget 90% of everything. By the way, Athena runs a seminar called Scaled Nation. I went to that seminar. It was an amazing day. Every fucking minute at that seminar that I took over at CrossFit Diablo, I learned something. I was excited that she invited me. I was excited that I got to be there and film it, and to see her and Andrew maybe collaborating on a project that I think will benefit everyone excites me.
What's a 1-2-1 client, Jay Chapman? Taylor has many more hours in the day than we do. Correct. TRT, California hormones. He can, of course, take on many more 1-2-1 clients. I don't know what a 1-2-1 client is.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to do he doesn't want to do that. He's been working himself out of that. Hiller has actually reduced his clientele to the smallest it's been in his entire training career.
I think I'm down to 3.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you have a successful YouTube client. Only privileged people like Athena have access to great trainers like Hiller now.
Hiller, I got a question for you.
Yeah, I got an answer.
90-foot distances. Do you think they'll be in 45 and 45 or 30s?
I think it's 45. You've seen that when I'm ready before, right? It's probably about 45.
Flagler is not.
Hold on 1 second. I think Chase, give me 1 second. I think Will's talking. Will, go ahead, turn your volume up. I think he's going to respond to Chase. Go ahead, Will.
Tell him what you're gonna do here. Tell him what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna whip this hummus cannon out. I'm gonna fucking go ham on these hosts.
You're eating hummus?
It's
I know.
Okay.
No.
So it's lunge.
Someone else
1,
is gonna eat
2,
hummus.
3.
We got it.
Then jog back. 3 rope climbs. First start seated. Then 18 toes to bar. Then 3 handstand walks. 1, 2, 3. Jog back. Rope climb. Toe to bar. 1, 2, 3. Jog back. Rope climb. Toe to bar. Handstand walk. 1, 2, 3. Jog back to my kettlebells. Lunge. Finish.
Okay, so he is doing 30.
Allegedly.
And you guys see standing out there in the middle of the floor
cheering through
is J.R. Howell and his daughter.
I know Pat Fellner's time. Should I say it on the air? Should I go live with that? Well, I'm not going to. But the funny thing about that is now, even if I don't beat it, I'm going to tell everybody I did.
You're too much of a pussy to say it on the air.
Hey, why wouldn't he say it on the air? Because it's not supposed to be known.
I respect my source too much.
Oh,
shut up, Hiller. I'm not a dick, that's why.
I understand that.
And I don't know if it's fast. I feel like it's not fast. And me thinking that now.
He can't, but I gave him some live feedback.
Oh, nice.
That's good enough saying it's not fast.
I would never.
Throw some shit at Vellner.
So we are at CrossFit Charlotte. Andy Hendel,
Everything's gonna be out of my
God, one of the most experienced trainers in all of CrossFit. Got to be probably top 10. We are at his gym where Taylor also trains, and he runs the Sentinel training program out of that anyone can join or purchase. Also, J.R. Howell's driven at least an hour, maybe 2 hours with his daughter to support Taylor today and bring some equipment to the gym.
That's cool.
We're pretty stoked to see this. This is the 2024 Wadapalooza event, El Circo. That's right. And as the guys were mentioning earlier, Taylor has had great success at Wadapalooza, and I think it was his first big competition, right?
Granite Games, he was, but I think it's his highest placing, with the exception of like the online qualifier for the CrossFit Games season.
Oh, and Taylor will not be doing this tucked. Good point, Jeremy. Good point. Okay. And we're off. It's begun.
Oh, look at that little clock down there.
Do we want to be watching his knee? Are we looking closely at his knees now to make sure everything's okay?
As far as injury goes, or
Yeah, just
standard
like these,
standards?
for example.
You just look at the stability of the front knee, especially. Like if it wavers internally without control, then there's some concern there. But Taylor wouldn't be doing well. He probably would be doing this if he if he wasn't ready. But
Can he hear us?
No, Will has to relay stuff to him. Hey, is this nerve-wracking for him too? Like he knows like 500 people are going to be watching this live, and then another several thousand are going to be watching it and critiquing it. Is he nervous about that?
I wouldn't say it's going to be any different than the positions he'd be putting himself into as a competitor in the future. So it's probably
did he ever switch arms, or did he keep it the same position the whole time?
same. It looked. I didn't see him switch.
God, someone's got an obese Rottweiler, low-rent Rottweiler in the shot.
Did you say obese?
Yeah, guys, he was a little fat, and the Rottweiler didn't look like it was a purebred. It looked like it was like a knockoff.
What in the hell is he doing with this rope climb?
Wasn't the first one supposed to be seated?
It started from a seated, yeah.
And did he start it from a
He
seated?
started in this awkward position where I think you could take it as seated. I didn't see it.
That's
Oh, okay.
You
What
guys-
happened? What happened?
He's just trying to go a little too fast.
So this is where he's going to start to. After this round, his hands are going to blow up. He's going to go toes to bar, handstand walking in that distance. After the rope climb toe to bar, there is this crazy occlusion in your forearms. He's going to notice on that next set of rope climbs.
Yeah. Handstand walk like blows up your grip oddly enough just because of the extension that you put your wrist in and how you flexed, you get everything, like just stress there.
Have either of you guys ever just held a static handstand hold as long as you can?
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at it, but yeah, I've
Like
tried.
the pump that you get in your forearms is nuts.
Yeah.
And people always forget how much a handstand walk also beats up your forearms and your grip.
Mhm.
So it's not
so-
just toes to bar and rope climbing, it's the handstand walk.
So he's off the first set of toes to bar at 217.
And I like that he broke it up into 2 sets, but with the break, he went right into the hand, like he didn't rest at all, like kicked right into it, where you could see people go 18 in a row and then take a longer break after that before the handstand walk. So a little give and take there.
And as you guys can hear, Taylor is mic'd up. That is his breathing. We didn't hear it in the first 2 minutes.
I was
Now
wondering
we-
what that was.
Now we got it. So obviously now he's fatigued and he's got to find that sweet spot and keep that heart rate at that perfect sweet spot.
I had
He
this
does-
teammate, 6'4", 250, 260, monster on the assault bike. And whenever he would handstand walk, he'd just say he couldn't breathe. So it's cool to hear this guy, Taylor, our guy, breathing when he's upside down because it's actually a skill in itself.
A 308 finishes the second set of handstand walks.
All right, yeah, he did the first round seated. He just did it really quick and it looked all wonky.
Yeah, he did.
So here's
If-
what I look for round after round. I want to see the difference in potential cadence, or just like if the first round took him, I don't know, how long did it take him? 90 to 100 seconds. How long is this round going to take him? And that'll tell you how well he paced it and how he's doing overall. And we can also, which will be cool, listen to his breathing. So you could hear him go, If that freaks out, that means he's in a bad space too. And that'll be unique here.
349 off the second ropes. So is this his third? Is this his second round here?
Second
Correct.
round, yeah.
And it's 3
I think
rounds.
he went 10-8 or 9-9 in the first set. I wasn't counting.
You guys see any signs of danger where he's actually going to have to take a break? Everything's still smooth.
Have to, no,
We're
but does it on purpose. See, this is different.
It's
He's
actually,
taking
yeah, a
more
little bit
time.
longer of a break. Yeah.
And,
The
and
thing to
although
look at if
it's
he's
strong, it's
failing, sorry, Hiller. The thing you look at when he's failing is when he gets a hitch. Right? That's when
a hitch
it's
and
a
what?
sign-
The toes to bar?
a hitch and that tuck, right? It's almost like that little knee tuck foot kick. It's not one smooth motion.
You know, I've always liked the idea on, unless you're training your toes to bar, to go to that right away because they're easier every single time you do it. Like just keep your knees slightly bent and make the movement easier from the start.
Yeah.
And then when you do a bunch of them like he's doing, every one of them's easier. Why would you compound it and make them prettier to make it more difficult? You shouldn't. It's stupid.
No, and I like that when you say training versus competing too. It's like train the harder way.
Chase, Hiller, you guys were pointing out that he took a longer break in between his sets, doing the chalking up on the sets of toes to bar. But I think his transition was faster from the toes to bar to the handstand walk.
It was very similar, and longer break were like a handful of seconds. So it wasn't anything where you think something is
Right.
like drastically changing. What I really like on his rope climbs is he will keep his hand on the rope after each one. It's like not stepping away from the barbell when you're doing some barbell cycling or singles. That just keeps you intentful with the movement. So I like that.
So far, this is good. Basically, up. That's a little longer. Barely. Okay. What I would do if I were his coach or if I were Taylor competing at Wadapalooza is I would look over the film and I would take the splits. And if it's just a chalk break, then it means nothing. But if it's a chalk break plus a look up at the bar and it adds seconds because it took the extra time, he wouldn't have even been aware of it at the time. But that split difference is very important.
Guys, we will be sending 4 people minimum to Wadapalooza this year. We will be covering specifically closely Colt Mertens, Jason Hopper, Dallin Pepper, and Ricky Mack. We'll also be doing podcasts live from Wadapalooza every day, and none of that would be possible without capeptides.com. Just jumping in, supporting us. We didn't even ask. Just like, hey, I want to do something. I want to stay relevant in this space.
Get your ass moving, Taylor. Get up there, fucker.
Come on.
Too long?
Too long. I don't know. I mean, it's about to be done, so either he's hurting really bad or he's worried about his grip or he's worried about the handstand walk. That was a longer break for sure. And he chalked before he went into him, which he hadn't.
You think he'll try to go unbroken here?
Ooh, it looks like it. Maybe.
No.
Oh, okay.
But he
Bigger
was
set.
going for it, huh?
But now he's not chalking here. He switched the time at which he grabbed the chalk, so that's different.
Yeah.
So this is
It could have
probably
been
the same overall now.
He wanted to go unbroken or do a bigger set on the first half and a smaller one, so it'd make the handstand walk a little easier. Turning the grips around, good move.
Image is great.
Yeah.
Hey, so right now he has to be careful. This is not where he wants to mess up, right? He's super fatigued, but he's got to get upside down. He does not want to mess up, right?
Well, this is where the details matter because is it 5-foot sections unbroken or is it 30 feet unbroken? Is it 45 feet at Wadapalooza?
His butt looks all weird at this angle.
Yeah, it does. It says depends. It's not his butt. It says depends. Jonathan Ortega, CEO shirts will be available at Wadapalooza at the Vindicate booth.
So this is where he's going to potentially prove me wrong and make these kettlebells look way heavier than they actually are. We'll see.
Just the shoulders, man.
I'd say no way in hell he's going to keep them up. Maybe one switch.
Dude, picking them up right away. That's solid.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Solid.
Yeah, they're nothing. It does not matter. These are irrelevant to every athlete out there. If they're relevant to you, you're not going far in CrossFit.
Well, that also dictates how people attack the mid part of the event, because if you want to save something, say for the toes to bar or the handstand walk, because you're worried about the end, knowing that it's not as big of a deal as it maybe see on paper will change the way people approach the event.
Hey, when you say it's irrelevant, are you suggesting that it shouldn't have been programmed in there or no?
They need to be heavier, or they just knew that it was for the spectacle, as Dave always talks about.
Are you saying it's bad programming?
No.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I kind of like it. I just wish they were a touch heavier, maybe a little further, maybe 180 feet on the way out, 90 and 180 on the way out. That would make a difference. See, because he smashed it. He smashed the whole workout.
That was good.
914? Is that what we got?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah, that was crazy fast. That would be event top 5 worthy for sure.
No shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it didn't take any significant breaks other than a little bit of rest and recovery. It didn't blow up. It didn't show any sign of absolute fatigue. Like that was solid.
On Wednesday night, we will be jumping on and doing a late night show. We will review every single big name athlete, men and women and individual. And then we will also spend the second hour going through the workouts, telling you who we think is going to win. You can also get tons of information on the programming at Get With The Programming, the show that Chase and Bill do. And you can also get it on the show that Taylor and JR do that's called, what's their show called? Shut Up and Scribble.
Shut Up and Scribble.
Ah,
This is going to be the biggest coverage, the most coverage we've ever done at
my upper body.
Wadapalooza. I'm pretty excited.
I don't know,
Taylor
man,
will
25R.
Taylor will be coming on with us here in just a minute. Will Branstetter will
dumbbell
be
snatches.
handing him a mic, and then
So muscular.
I would bet that the only people there who have a chance
Upper
at
body.
beating him would be
Blasted.
Panchik, Ricky Vellner, and maybe
Mostly
that
grip, but it bled into the shoulders.
Colton,
filling
not
up blood.
Colton. I take Colton back, but that's it. Just those three.
why not Colton? You think he's gonna be slow on the rope climb?
He's slower on the
I
rope.
shit myself.
Probably slower on the handstand walk too.
Oh,
Not
he was wearing Depends.
Ow.
He shit himself.
I
He
mean,
is wearing
legs
Depends.
too. The lunges.
Yeah, it's a top five.
Wait a minute.
You crush that.
Guys, in 20 minutes, we will be running another workout. Taylor hates himself, and he's going to be doing 2 of these workouts back to back. We're just going to give him like 20 minutes here to recoup. We're going to talk to him. Is he going to eat something, guys? What's he going to do here to, besides talk to us? What's he going to do to recoup?
Well, if Frazier were his coach, he'd throw down a Snickers bar and half a gallon of Gatorade.
Let's see if he's going to do that.
I would say
No,
nothing.
I would say to answer your question, probably not. Probably some water, not much, because he doesn't
I
want.
beat Pat. I beat Ricky. I beat Roman. We're all fucking pussies.
Hey, can I tell you something? I don't know if this means I'm gay, but if it is, it's fine. I like you more after watching you work out. I think you're
Really?
significantly more attractive to me now. God, you're a fucking stud, dude. That was
Thank you,
beastly.
Shelon.
Yeah, you're a beast. Did you really beat all their times?
No, I have no idea what their times are.
Oh man! I wonder,
Yeah,
was
baby.
Will relaying you all those people? Because I mentioned those people right before you said that.
Relaying? No.
Okay.
No,
that's
I
funny.
just said that.
Let's start here. Taylor, are you happy with your time? Let's go real big picture. Around 9:14. You happy with that time?
Was it 9:14?
Yeah, like
Okay. So I was asking JR. So I don't know why I yelled because I have these on. I can't hear. Let me think about it for a second. No, I probably could have been 9:12. I had a slip up on my second rope climb in the first round, or maybe it was my third.
Third.
I just missed my foot clamp, which is probably 2 seconds. Which in competition is like could be a lot of points. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I didn't hold back at all. I just had that little mistake.
Hey, does anyone know what you see how he was closing one eye? I do that sometimes when I push really hard too. I start closing just like one eye.
Was I closing an eye?
Yeah, you were closing an eye. I do that too. I close this eye. I close this eye. First, I feel it start to get heavy, and then I just let it go. I just let one eye close. You see him doing that? Anyone else do that?
That's why my eyes are never open, dude.
Because you're always working hard.
It's been a long life, man.
Dude, that next workout's gonna hurt bad after that. Yeesh. I was thinking that I would get into the box jump overs even in the first one. Now, the 35 chest to bar is gonna be hard.
What's
That
the
was
temperature
really
in there,
risky.
Taylor? What's the temperature in there?
It's not that hot. It's like perfect. It's probably like 65 degrees.
Is that going to play a role into the people competing?
In Miami, unless it's over 85, no. If it's over 85 and super humid, I think it has an effect. I mean, it gets
Dude,
like
last year it was freezing.
yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. If it's cold,
yeah.
cold, better. If it's cold, better. Like here in the summer, it gets like inside the gym. It gets like at like 100 degrees. Humidity is like over 90%. It's brutal. But I don't think I perform way better when it's cool. And I think anything 85 and under, it's like negligible to me. But well,
You guys are looking at Taylor Self. He just performed El Circo, which will be one of the workouts at Wadapalooza in the next couple days this weekend, which we'll be covering. He is sitting in CrossFit Charlotte, Andy Hendel's gym, one of the longest CrossFitting, most professional coaches in the space, L1 team, the whole fucking thing. Taylor is the owner of Sentinel Training. You can be coached by him. Just reach out to him if you'd like. On that last toe to bar, Taylor Self, we thought you were going to go for Unbroken. Is that what we were seeing?
I did too. I was I wanted to do it, and I could have done the toes bar unbroken, but it would have made the handstand walk take so much longer. Like if I just kept all that blood through here and reached to the point, like 18 would have been like 1 or 2 reps away from failure in that round. And I think if I would have pushed that close to failure, I would have had to take a lot more rest on the final 3 handstand walks. So just not worth it. And I was going into the workout thinking I would just go unbroken on the toes bar and just see what happened. But I think for a best score, that's the easiest place to break. And I didn't jog any of my transitions, which I think in the first round, I was trying to pace it slow. And I was thinking, okay, round 2 and 3, I might jog back to the rope after my 3rd handstand walk. But after the first seated rope climb in round 1, I already felt the blood a little bit in my forearms. And I knew that walking back after the handstand walk, if I did a nice managed walk, as soon as I sat down, I'd be able to go instead of like jog back and rest.
So Taylor, when you look at, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Chase. Go ahead.
So when you look at the toes bar, your thought was like, okay, I can do these unbroken because 18 to you or other athletes competing on the elite, like that's nothing. You got guys that are doing like 40 plus for max sets.
Yeah.
But when you look at the impact it has on the handstand walk, you're mid 18 and you realize, okay, I should break here, take my rest to make the handstand walk easier, and I'll just have a faster transition versus the compounding effect of 18. Maybe you take the same amount of rest, but it's going to make those handstand walks harder because you went unbroken versus taking that short break. Was that part of your thought process in round 1?
Yeah, for sure. You don't lose anything by breaking up 18 toes to bar for like a 2-3 second break. That time's made up.
3 seconds.
Maybe in round 1. Yeah, but 2 to 3 seconds is worth waiting 5 seconds at the bottom of the rope to start your seated rep, or worth 5 seconds at every transition on the handstand walk. When you get to a point, it's like the margin of diminishing returns, where if I go 18, sure, I can go 18, but I'm just going to put that much more blood into my upper body, and that was all upper body. The lunges were hard for sure to finish. The lunges.
Shut the fuck up. You're a liar. They were fine.
The lunges?
Yeah, you were never going to put them down, were you?
No, I wasn't, but I also.
So they were irrelevant. You're lying.
No, they weren't, because that potentially in round 1, I went all on my left arm overhead, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start all my left arm overhead because that's my weak arm, and on the second half, I'm going to go all right arm overhead. And I did the first lunge with my right arm overhead, and I was like, oh fuck.
How many people put them down?
I don't know, not many, I don't think.
And then there were
maybe I'm lying. We'll see.
No, you're not lying.
Let me ask you this. I've always thought.
I want to answer. Can I answer that question?
Yeah. Please. What was the question again? Can this be done sub 7 minutes?
Yeah. No fucking way. No
Sub
shot.
7?
Any men. No shot. Any men do it. When I read the workout, I was like, oh, that's 7 or 8 minutes. And that's typically what I do. I look at a workout. I think I'm way better at it than I actually am. Then I hear somebody else's time and it's really slow to me, and I'm like, oh fuck. So no, I don't think anyone's going sub 7.
Where
Rich,
can you
definitely
get
not.
2 minutes? Like, where does somebody think you can squeeze 2 minutes out in that event?
You can't. But when I first read it, I was thinking 45 down, 45 back, which I definitely think takes 30 seconds off at least. If you don't have those extra transitions each round of handstand walks and on the lunges, that just saves time.
That much? Wow. Let me ask you this. I always think like it doesn't matter who the coach is. It could be a fat guy, it could be a skinny guy, it could be a tall guy, it could be a short guy, it could be a man, could be a woman. Anyone could be the fucking coach.
On the ground right there.
But now that I see you do this, Taylor, and I know that you are an elite coach, can you offer more to a client than a coach who hasn't actually done it? Like now, is there no way out there? Like if I don't want to pick on Matt Torres, but if Matt Torres doesn't do this workout, if Matt Fraser doesn't do this workout, if Michelle Latonge doesn't do this workout, are you just miles ahead of them now because you did it? And now the advice you can give your clients?
Shut the fuck up, Taylor. Yes, you are.
I don't think I'm miles ahead of Matt because he has done this
for sure.
Because he has so much experience. I think also, I don't know, there's like 2 sides to it. One, being a great athlete does not necessarily make you a good coach. Like I don't think
I'm not suggesting that, but we know you're a great coach, and now you've done it. And if you were in someone's ear at Wadapalooza now, You could be
Yes.
like, hey, I know you're going to
Yeah.
be a pussy, not want to grab the rope. You can do it.
I for sure, after you do a workout at a high level, you have information that other people don't have. For sure, 100%. But that's one workout. I'm thinking in the breadth of costs across, like, generally, am I a better coach because I can do a workout like that? No, I don't think so. There's a lot that goes into it, not just that.
If you were, there's people listening who are going to be doing this workout, over 100 of them probably right now. There's 500 people watching. What are like some key fucking things that you would want someone to tell you that you just learned?
I'll start really minute and then maybe get a little expand on it. If you're somebody like, I wear my fingers in my grips all the time. So my first 2 rounds, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do that, because after you finish the rope climb, for me to turn my grips around and put my fingers in them is so much of a waste of time. I just don't like flapping it over the bar. But I did that for the first 2 rounds because the toes to bar, for the most part, are irrelevant if you're good at them. And if you are intelligent on your sets, they're irrelevant. So I would say if you typically put your fingers in your grips, just don't worry about it. You're going to want to turn them to start the workout, do your lunges, do your rope climbs, turn them, flap over the toes to bar to your toes to bar. That's one thing. The second thing is there's no reason to switch on the lunge in the first round. It didn't, you're losing 3 seconds at every transition if you lower the kettlebells and jerk the other side. And if you have good overhead position, especially with kettlebells, they pull you into a better position. Don't waste the time. So definitely there's no reason to break the lunges in the first round. It does not have an effect on the rest of the workout. To me, if you're good at toes to bar, handstand walk, rope climbs, I would say probably more than anything in terms of time on the workout, if you're a fast handstand walker, or you can push the speed on the handstand walk, like the actual cycle rate, not the transitions, I feel like that's where the workout is won or lost for people who are good at rope climbs and good at toes to bar, is your speed on the handstand walk. I'm not great at super fast handstand walking. I feel like that was a moderate pace. And if I had tried to push faster, I would have just made a mistake. But if you're capable of pushing your handstand walk fast, yeah. JR was saying I was close to making a mistake on that final round of handstand walks, and he's right.
What's that mean? What's that mean? Fault is a mistake mean you came down and you put on
trip, or if you rush a step and you step too far and you have to balance and take a step back or hold for a second, that's another second. That
is where the biggest mistake could occur, though. If there was going to be a catastrophic mistake for someone, it's going to be coming down, because then you have to start over, right? They don't let you kick right back up where you are.
I would imagine it's unbroken. So that probably would be catastrophic. Also, fucking a rope climb up like I did. I probably hung on to the rope for an extra 2 seconds trying to readjust my feet, realized I had fucked myself, came down, jumped back up. So being very deliberate on the rope climbs and trying to keep your arms long. I caught myself bending a little bit too much to start the rope climb on some reps. So on my next rep, I would jump up, focus on keeping my arms long, pull my feet up, clamp, stand.
Will, we got a slight echo, like a second mic just turned on. It just happened.
Oh, where's that other mic?
Hey, Taylor, does JR beat you on this workout?
Ooh.
You listening?
Irrelevant to the show, but fucking could ruin their friendship. Great question, Hiller.
Put the camera on JR while he answers this. He asked if you're beating me in this workout. Hold on. Yeah. He said not a chance.
I don't think JR would tell us, though, if he thought he could.
Yes, he would. There are workouts that he would beat the shit out of me on.
Taylor, so this next workout, if we could pull up the next workout and you can tell us what concerns you have about this workout, and then what new concerns do you have, being that you just got fatigued from El Circo.
A lot of new concerns for sure.
Yeah.
Notion.
Guys, we're at CrossFit Charlotte, Andy Hendel's gym on the East Coast of the United States. And you're looking at Taylor Self, the owner of Sentinel Training. And Taylor just did one of the workouts from Wodapalooza 2024. Whoa. He's talking to us and giving us feedback on it. and then he's about to jump into a second workout, which we're going to talk about right now.
Wow. Barn. Just think, someday all of this could be done inside of me.
Yes. I went to bed last night thinking about that Sevon's barn. Thank you. We're on the same
Can
page.
we bring up the other workout, Will? How do we bring it up to the side? Just switch it up.
We got to get you away from that second mic too. You sound like it sounds like it's God talking to us. I think it's a shotgun mic or something.
Morgan Freeman.
Is the shotgun mic on?
Or maybe it's because it's when Will incorporated that second camera. We got a little bit of an echo.
Okay, we're trying to fix it. Sorry about that.
There you go.
Shia Dance. Taylor is jacked. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Don't you like him more now?
Taylor, how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
Since starting Whole Foods, like when did I do that? It was before.
Audio's great now. Audio's great now.
Audio's great now, he says. So I don't know. I was at 200 before starting that, so I'm probably like 195 already.
So you
just falls off.
Weight. All right.
Probably a little bit.
How tall?
When you're leaner, you look bigger. Like Chandler's a good example. In person, he does not look that big, but he's so ripped that like he looks enormous. If I took my shirt off, I'd look fat right now because I'm so pale.
How tall are you, Taylor?
5'11".
No, you're not.
So 5'9".
He's 5'10".
Exactly. 5'9.5". I think we got measured at JR's house and I was like 5'9", and we'll say 3/4. Give me that extra quarter inch.
Does Taylor have eyebrows? Yes. Rosie View Photography. He's a sexy thumb. He is.
6 foot on Tinder.
6 foot on Tinder. Holy shit.
Okay. The next workout is Deja Vu. Do you want to walk us through this with your baritone, with your deep voice?
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
So I have 3 separate attempts to do this. The first one is going to be done in a 3-minute window, the second in a 5-minute window, and the final one is going to be done for time. Every single time you restart on the assault rower, which JR was so kind to bring that thing over to Taylor's gym. So you go on the assault rower for 25 calories, 30 wall balls, 35 chest to bar, 30 box jump overs with the 30-inch box, and 25 dumbbell snatches with the 100-pound dumbbell, which JR also brought over there. So in 3 minutes, Taylor's going to get as far as he can. He's going to have a 1-minute break. In 5 minutes, he's going to get as far as he can, and you would assume he's going to get further. And then the last time he's going to do the whole thing for time. He's going to have 2 scores, total number of reps, as well as his time on the third interval where he's doing it, of course, for time.
And Chase, what does that mean? Two scores?
Well, so you can't game the system where it's you take a round off and just get a for time. The fact that we're doing for total repetitions, it keeps people from saying, Pat barbering this and taking the 5 minutes off in the beginning, and then just trying to collect 3 different scores for part 1, 2, and 3. So part 1 is total repetitions accumulated for all 3 sets, and then your final time. I really like that this is 2 scores, and these are the 2 scores they're using. And I'm referencing what happened in the 2011 finale, where they had something very similar. They had a long list of movements. They had a 4, 6, 8 minute window, and they gave you a score for every section you did. So maybe you could win section 1, take off section 2, and win section 3, and get yourself 200 points. Right? This way, it's your total work done, 4 reps, and your final time. I really like the way they're scoring this.
So
and I'll have
200 points. Is this like 2? Is this 2 workouts?
It is 2 scored workouts.
2 scored workouts.
I don't know how they're putting it together. These are some of the details that are very important that we don't specifically know yet. But for these 2 events in particular that Taylor is testing, I think these are huge, I would say, nuggets for the competitors and coaches, because these are the ones where you're like, where should I pace or how should I push? It's not like it's too hard to do. It's how strategic can I be? How hard can I push and when? So this is huge that Taylor's doing these 2 specific events for Wodapalooza.
So theoretically, if these were 100-point workouts, this would be worth 200 points.
Yes.
Just so I'm trying to understand. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Taylor.
Can I ask Taylor a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you look at this and you kind of have an idea how far you're going to get?
I did before this last workout.
What do you think?
These are actually roach testes.
They look like roach testes.
Medulla
Medulla dates.
Big roach.
So I had a really good idea before this last workout I just did. Now my arms are fucking blown up, and I would consider grip stamina and like shoulder stamina and upper body, just muscular endurance in general, a really, really big strong suit for me. So the competitors that are these workouts on the same day? I'm pretty sure this is day one, right? Oh, it is? Okay, never mind.
Day 2.
JR said the workout I just did was the finale. So I fucked that. I guess I should have done the other one first.
Hey, does part of you not want to do this right now? Is part of you like, fuck, I fucked up. Why did I get on the show? Why am I doing 2 of these? This workout looks scary. I mean, this looks horrible what you're about to do.
It's funny because I was talking to Lizzie. My wife has, I feel like I can, maybe not. She hasn't, never mind. So
yeah. Tell her, what's her cup size? Tell us.
No, it's not her cup size. She has an interview this morning, but she hasn't quit her other job yet. So hopefully they don't watch this.
Oh, shit.
So they won't. They don't fucking know what CrossFit is. I was talking to her last night. She's like, I'm nervous for tomorrow. And I was like, fuck, me too. in my mind, I'm like, what do I like? I'm not putting anything on the line by doing this. Meanwhile, she's like, you go for an interview, like that's nerve-wracking. But yes, anytime there's any sort of pressure, even if it's just all intrinsic, like pressure I place on myself, I was thinking about that this morning. I always have these weird thoughts of, what if I just don't show up? What if I quit in the middle of the workout? What if I don't do well? What if I look like a retard? What if I fail? And they're really weird thoughts. And I was kind of doing like this self-examination this morning. I was like, why am I considering texting Sebon and telling him I don't feel like doing it today?
Yeah. I get it.
But I think I experienced that before, like open workouts. I experienced it before any competitive workout. I don't experience it on a training day. So I think it all comes down to a pressure that you put on yourself. And it's not like you guys put any pressure on me. I could go slow and you guys probably wouldn't notice a difference if I went a minute slower, but I would notice a difference. You know what I mean? I would know. You know what I mean?
I would.
You ever have that thought of Chase at a swim meet in college? Like you're in your Speedo, you're out on deck, and you're like you have the thought, I just want to run to the parking lot, jump in my car, and drive away.
Yeah,
it's crazy, right? It
like
really
every
is. It's
athlete
like that, right?
has gone through that, and it's funniest too is I've had those moments where in the warm up that morning I was like, "Fuck, I'm swimming slow today." Like it just feels bad, and you're sitting there before an event, especially if the event's going to hurt. Right? You're sitting up there and doing like the 400 IM or the 200 butterfly. And you're like, man, why am I even doing this? I'm going to suck. It's going to hurt for what?
It's, I think for me, it's almost always workouts that I know I can do well on. And that's where all the pressure is. What's up, coach?
There he is. The great Andy Hendel. There he is.
What Taylor said is
we're
so
just
true.
Talking about the workout.
Who's this guy right here?
Dude, that's the professor. Here, get on here. Say a couple words. Here. Just talk into it.
Dude, Andy, what's up? What's up, buddy? Hey, why are you letting this bald dude run around in your gym and party in your gym like this? Shouldn't you be having clients in there and be making coin, making bank?
Dude, I couldn't do it without this guy. I couldn't do it without him.
He's that
Man,
good, huh?
Yeah. When I was, I don't know if you remember, a couple years back, I had a slight heart attack, and I was out of it for about 4.5, 5 weeks. This guy ran my gym.
And ever since then, you guys have been thick as thieves?
Well, I don't know about that, but, we have our moments.
Hey, he sure talks you up a lot on this show, man. He sure talks you up a lot on the show. How long have you owned the gym, Andy?
This is going on 19 years.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the space. Is that the same space that the great Spencer Hendel trained and became a great games athlete in?
We were down the street for the first 3 years at a small facility, about 4,000 square feet. And then I've been in here since 2010.
And how did you meet? And how did you meet Taylor? Do you remember the first time you set eyes on him? And did he have hair?
Wow. You met Maggie and Jeff.
Yep.
Tincher.
Yep.
And he kind of just came down this way. He says, "Hey, I used to work for Jeff and Maggie," and I'm like, "Man, those are some pretty good credentials right there." I mean,
crazy.
There's some pretty good owners and coaches. So that's legit. When I hear that, where they're coming from and what he sees, what he's looking at when he sees Maggie and Jeff run a gym and coach, it's got to rub off a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. For people who don't know, Maggie and Jeff have been around as long as anyone. And they had a gym in DC. Do they still have that gym in DC?
Two gyms,
Two
Fairfax
gyms.
and Reston. I think they just sold it.
Yep, they did. They just sold their gym. Jeff is still up there in his last year, a couple of years in the fire department, and Maggie is. Just worked with her some couple months back, and I think she lives in. They bought a farm or a ranch in Tennessee.
Oh, good on them.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've done the whole thing. Games athletes, Flow Masters, L1 team. They've done it all. They know the ins and outs of CrossFit as good as anyone.
Yeah, Maggie. I've done a couple of gigs with Maggie down in South America. She's fluent in Spanish, and she's great. She's awesome to work with.
When Taylor said we were going to do this live today in your gym, was there any pushback from you? Were you like, hey, what are you doing?
I didn't tell him.
Oh.
well, he had both lights on. I said, I can't afford that. I got 2 rows of light. 1 row of light costs $300 a month. 2 rows of light costs $500.
So I was coaching class with the lights on.
So your show's killing me now. I got 2 rows of lights on.
CrossFit Charlotte. Anyone can come in. People visiting the area. Anyone can come there, pay the day fee, and come work out, train there. Classes 7 days a week. The whole shebang.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to come to where it all started. In Charlotte.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, thank you. Great
right,
talking to you.
thank you.
Hope to run into you soon, buddy.
All right, I gotta go clean up.
All right, ciao. I was at a trainer summit one time. I think it was a trainer summit, and I was filming there. And I came back to the hotel like at 2 a.m. late, and I looked in the lobby, and Andy Hendel was sleeping on the couch. And I'm like, hey, dude, what are you doing? He goes, my plane leaves at like 3 a.m. So why get a hotel room for the extra night? So he just posted up in the lobby of the hotel. 0 fucks given. It's pretty awesome.
Dude, what I don't get, all these games athletes like, oh, Gatorade powder, blah, blah, blah. These are, you can't say, I can't hold this up close enough. It's fucking 2 of these Roach testes is 30 grams of carbs.
So
30 grams. That's crazy.
That's not true.
What the fuck are you talking about? It is true, dude. It says 110 calories, 2 servings, 10 dates.
2 servings, 10 dates, 10 of those.
One
10 of
fucker.
those.
Listen, shut up. 1 serving,
Oh.
serving size, 2 dates, 1 serving, 30 grams carbohydrates.
Wow.
That's a scoop. That's a scoop of processed
8
sugar. Right there.
servings.
Hey, the other day I was at Greg's house and he opened a bag of dates and he held them up to me. He goes, you could get obese eating these. He just said that. Yeah, he just held it up.
You 100% could, but if you're
Great
trying
point,
to eat
Taylor.
whole
That's
foods,
crazy.
if you're trying to eat whole foods and you need to get your carbohydrates in, those are like, it's like candy.
Seema Boobs, no wonder he shits his pants.
I got a story. When I was in wilderness therapy, hey, have you seen that new Netflix documentary? It's called Hell Camp Teenage Nightmare or something.
No, but I want to, but I like how you call it wilderness therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, wilderness therapy is where parents send their kids who've reached the fucking end of their ropes because they have fucking such horrible kids. But go on.
Listen, I'm in wilderness therapy and they give you, it's like a 3-week thing. They give you this massive, you get a fucking pack, all this shit. And you're out there with counselors, but they give you these 2 massive bags of food that it's your job to ration for the 3 weeks. One is like a fucking 2-gallon bag of trail mix. The other is like a gallon bag of dried fruit. And they're like, don't eat all this dried fruit in one sitting. You'll shit yourself. And one night we were like all by the fire and I get to like through 3/4 of this bag of like apricots and dried dates and everything. And I like let out a fart and it just is like water in my face.
That wasn't water, but I appreciate the.
So funny.
What do? You just throw those clothes away, right?
Yeah, I went to I was like, oh, I like held my like pants up and I like eyes got wide. I like ran into the woods and I took my pants off and I buried them.
Barbell spin. It's time. It's been 30 minutes since Taylor finished. Time for Deja Vu. I don't like sucking my own dick publicly, but Ken Walters, this podcast is so awesome. It gets everybody and continues to give us unique shows. Sevi, this could have been a great one for members only this month to get more signups. Listen, I truly am blown away at how much unique shit we do. This would not have happened if it wasn't for Will Brandstetter and CA Peptides. You have to know that. Like not even at all, not even close. But just imagine us now that Will has fucking cracked the seal on this, doing every single open workout now like this on open nights. We're all so fucking stoked that we have a platform like this and the technology to be so flexible, and that we have Taylor who put his ass on the line, and Chase and Hiller come on, and then Will Branstead are doing all the heavy lifting, building the templates, setting up the cameras. It's crazy. All right.
Taylor versus the world.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
my
we can
God,
do some
no.
crazy open shit now.
Yes.
We're gonna rule the open.
You have to try so much harder now.
Oh my God. This next workout's gonna hurt a lot. I thought I was gonna get into. So my thought on this workout, we didn't even, we had Hiller read the whole workout, and then we talked about me shitting my pants at wilderness therapy for 10 minutes, and now we're back to the workout. So I was expecting to get into the box jump overs in the 3-minute AMRAP. Then I was expecting to get to the dumbbell snatches in the 5-minute AMRAP and get through a lot of them. But now I'm worried about the chest bar. Well,
Don't cool down too much, Taylor. Don't cool down too much. I think you should get at it.
I'm not cooling down. I'm
All right.
still catching my breath.
All right.
Is that what you guys want me to start warming up for that? I can go ahead and do that.
I'd like to see you get at it.
All right.
Taylor,
He's gonna get stuck in the chest bar on the round of 3.
Ugh. This fucking hat
Yeah, I
back
was gonna say,
on.
what are your predictions for his 3 segments?
He if anything, he'll get like a box jump over. He's not getting very many of those
In 3 minutes?
in 3 minutes. Why you disagree?
Well, no, yeah.
If I don't think he's getting very many,
into the box.
if any, box jump overs on a 3-minute interval. It's a fuckload of work.
So he has to finish this. The third time he does this, he has to finish it.
There's 35 chest. The
Right,
third
right,
time,
right.
yes.
Damn.
Hey, dude, think about this. The wall balls take him a minute, right?
Yeah.
The rower, if he's smashing it, takes him a minute.
Okay.
Unbroken set of chest to bars, he's fucked for the entire workout. He could do
Right.
it.
That's what I mean. Is like, do you think he'll even get through the chest to bars, or should
Well,
he?
He just said he thought he would.
Yeah. I guess should he? Right. There's the question. Should he? Right. Could he have done unbroken toes to bar in the previous event? Yes. Should he
Right.
have done it? No. Right.
I
Should
bet
he
he gets
push the chest to bar?
24 to 30 chest to bars will be safe
Yeah.
to say, I bet. Right?
Yeah.
How about 5 minutes? 15 box jump overs?
Yeah, he'll be in probably the middle, like maybe second half or second third of the box jump overs. I don't know, 30 inches with the step down. That's going to take some time, man.
I really like a range.
Don't
So
put me on
15 to 20 box jump overs.
This is pretty cool. This is pretty fucking cool. Hey, Will, sorry to interrupt you guys. You guys are saying important shit. Will, how is this picture so good?
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I think it's because it's HDMI instead of USB-C.
Hey,
Can
Savon,
you show the
To the
I have a
cameras?
serious question.
Yeah.
HDMI out to both cameras?
Oh, wow. Damn. Has Will
This should scare
Branstetter,
anyone. This should scare anyone who's in the live fucking workout space.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, this
Has-
is
has-
crazy, Will.
has Will Branstetter taken a paternity test yet, Savon? Because I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get those
Just
glasses. Next time
saying.
we're on together, I'm gonna go get those glasses.
You should. I came from Sevon's Inc.
Hey, did you Will, do you have anything product in your hair this morning?
No, I actually didn't even shower.
Okay, nice.
like
Well,
it?
looks good. Yeah, I do like it. It's cool. It's bold.
Dang,
It's
this
bold.
picture quality is sick.
Oh
right?
my god, dude.
I've never looked better.
And hey, look at this. So this is Chase on Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
with just a computer camera. This is are you hardwired in, Hiller?
I am, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I'm hardwired in too.
You
I
know
got a
what's gonna blow your
webcam. I got
mind?
a webcam up for this.
Yeah, but
is
you
I'm
do have a
on
web
Wi-Fi.
camera, Chase?
I do now.
But
yeah.
it's just a web camera. It's not like what Hiller and I have. Or
No,
what-
it's just some
what Will's using.
Logitech,
yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, it's crazy, dude.
This is on Wi-Fi too. We're not even hardwired in here.
You're not
Yeah, I don't-
hardwired in for that?
This is fucking
Nah.
nuts, dude.
Wow.
How come we
Just
couldn't
on,
do this?
just on Andy's ghetto Wi-Fi.
How?
I don't know.
Wow. Hey, please take as many screen shots with your
These
iPhone
fingers.
as you can of the setup. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
need
right.
this. I need that. I need whatever setup you have. I need this exact setup everywhere
I'll
I
show
go.
you. I'll show you the audio too. Can you look
Yeah,
at this?
it's
So-
it's
We have this shotgun mic. Can you get the back here? This shotgun mic is hooked up to one of these audios. then the receiver for the road lapels is hooked up to the second, and then on the board I can turn them on and off and adjust the volume.
And that's the cheap one.
Yeah, like $150 or something.
Yeah, God, that's so cool. We have 2 of those and we don't even know how to use them.
And shout out to Bryson Del Monte. You might know him from the comments, who's the second camera operator.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, fantastic. All right. How close are we? Can we check Taylor out? How close are we to showtime here? We are in CrossFit Charlotte. Taylor just finished El Circo. Got what some of these guys are saying is a world-class time. Taylor thinks it's good enough to beat all the big dogs there. Taylor did know Patrick Vellner's time. Hey, do we know, did he beat Patrick Vellner's time?
I don't think he said.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. And then so now Taylor is about to do a Deja Vu, which is just a brutal workout. He's got the man there, J.R. Howell from CrossFit Crash. We have Andrew Hiller from Hiller Hit, Chase Ingram from Get With The Programming.
What the fuck are you doing?
Taylor's starting to warm up. Taylor is mic'd up for this event, so we'll be able to get some heavy breathing and feedback from him.
So bad.
Oh, so he's farting. We have some farts. How significant is the oh, and it looks like he's changed his pants. Something's come off.
Yeah, this one's gonna get dirty.
How worked is he? Does it really matter? How much is that first workout taken off of him?
A lot.
2 to 5%.
I think those chest to bars are going to be affected pretty greatly because of what he just did. And then that dumbbell snatch, that's a heavy dumbbell for 25 at the end of all that.
Let's do round 1, 3 minutes. Does he make it off the rower?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you might even make it off the rower.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You've always believed in me. And the 30 wall balls, does he make it through the 30 wall balls?
Yes.
Unbroken.
I assume he's going to do that, right?
Yeah.
And then we make it to the chest to bar. And how much time is left now on the clock, at the 3-minute clock, when he gets to the chest to bar?
A minute or less.
For 40 to 45 seconds.
Yeah, 45 seconds.
So when we see him get off the rower and go to the wall balls, that's when we're going to see what's going on, right? It's the transitions. So I'm asking you if he's going to make them unbroken. He's going to do everything unbroken. It's the transitions where we're going to see the real problems, right? Extra 5-10 seconds here and there.
There and where to break intentionally on the chest to bars, right? There's bang for your buck there. You're going to want to hang with 45 seconds left. Like you could probably hang on to the bar to the last data, but like that's 30 if you hang on unbroken for chest to bar pull-ups, and that is going to massively take away from the second round. Like that second round is so important, how you navigate those chest to bar pull-ups to get through that because of that last round. Because if you blow up your grip in the first round, like you're screwed for the next 2.
Taylor does this in his briefs. All right, we'll let him know.
I got to turn the cameras off just for a second.
No problem.
No.
We'll still be here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 3 minutes.
Chucker dog.
The strategy to go absolutely as far as he can, but you're saying now, I'm hearing you say no, that he cannot afford to get blown up. It'll ruin the rest of the next two attempts for him.
Yeah. Someone's going to do it.
2 scores. I just wish I kind of wish they were both worth 100 points. That's all.
And you're saying they're worth 50 because of what we saw Brian Spin report.
Right.
Yeah. It definitely devalues.
Yeah. It's not real. I'm not a fan of the 50 pointers. If it was 100, this would be one of the best workouts ever. It'd be very cool, as everyone would be selling their souls on both if they wanted to win the competition.
I hope they change that.
Or even 75. Like, why not? I'm figure it the fuck out. 275.
I mean, those 100, the reps actually are harder to accumulate for 100 points. It's totally worthwhile. And then that last part, 4 times after what you've done, is worth an event by itself. Like that is 100 points worth of work for both, I think. And that makes it more important. It makes it more there's more on the line when you spread it out through 100 versus 50.
Chase, have you played this out in your head? Someone just doesn't do anything on the 3 and the 5 minute intervals and then balls out on the last round and gets 50 points. Everyone else is all messed up.
Okay, so I've thought about this. This had happened. It had happened at the games, and I think
Is that Pat Barber?
if you average, well, that was different because they scored each segment by itself, right? So say it was 300 points was the finale. Pat basically got 200 of those points, which is 3/4 of the points is like getting a top 15 finish. And that's pretty good overall, especially when he was out of contention. So a lot of the reasons why he did it is that he wanted to win the final event and be first because he wasn't anywhere near podium range. So it was more of a like, hey, look at me. For this, I think I haven't done the math in my head at all. I'm just thinking about this is like, if you get a 0 and a 50 based off both of these, it puts you in a top quarter or to 30% finishing range versus gaming this entire thing and getting less than that. So there is a potential there. Yes. And it also depends
something like that in Ringer 1 and Ringer 2 or no?
Yeah, it was something like that, but it was also actually the sprint shoulder overhead from the games.
Oh, right.
Where they did the cumulative time. It's like, look, you can get zeros, win the shoulder overhead, and still place in the top. And so, I was thinking about Haley Adams, right? I was thinking about Haley Adams, like Haley, if she just sprinted everything, because I don't know if they combine the scores a bit and take a 0 on the shoulder overhead, and she would place better than trying to run a little slower and then still not lifting well, right? She still would have got a bottom 5, but then if you could take a first place finish, if you're that athlete, it's worth doing the math on versus just struggle busting the entire time.
And this is where I dislike the fact that people aren't wanting to be creative, because I think there's a way where you can do it all in one event.
Ken Walters, I agree, Jeremy, $2 more for the burial fund. I didn't see Jeremy's comment, but basically they're saying Taylor's going to get, this is going to wreck him, huh?
It's going to be it's going to be great.
So
we never got to how long do you think the whole thing takes him at the end? And do you think he gets through? Oh, we said he gets into the middle of the burpee box jump overs on the 5-er.
It's just box jump overs, not burpee box jump overs.
Sorry, box jump overs. Yeah, right. And you have to step down from what I've heard.
Ah, man.
Hello?
Hello.
Caller, hi.
Hey, this is Steve. I just wanted to check the phones.
Oh, thank you.
Steve?
Thank you. I was really hoping it was Alex Parker calling in to unfuck Chase.
No. Sorry, no, so it's like, but now we know that when he does call to unfuck Chase, the phones work.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, not he. Her pronouns are she. But
we don't know. We don't know. All right, they could have changed.
Oh,
she would never.
All right. Well, thank you, Steve.
Nor could she if she
tried. That's how shitty this show is. Someone has to call and check the phone.
That's funny.
Really,
like sub 8.
I got him at 7:50 to 8:15. I gave myself a 25-second window of where I think he'll finish that final round. So you said sub 8?
Sub 8.
Look at the wall balls got pukey on the targets. That's nice.
The fun part is like after this first 3 minutes, it'll actually be a really good indicator of where he could potentially end up at the end, knowing there'll be a lot of fatigue and time splits, but I feel like the first round, I want to see how long those box jump overs take in the second round.
Oh, is this true? Let's look at this, guys. Historic Fitness. There's an 8-minute cap for the third part. I guess there has to be a cap.
There you go. Yeah. There's caps on all these things.
I would say he has a 50-50 shot of beating that then.
Of the 8 minutes, you think he might time out?
Yes.
Wow.
Along with everybody else.
Wow.
All right. Hiller idea. How to make this all one event is when you do reps combined with time or reps combined with some weights or lifted at, is that you could potentially take, say, one way or the other, take their final score, turn it into seconds, and subtract the total reps.
Be a retard in round 1. Go so hard that I can't try in round 2. 2. Don't try at all in round 1. Where's the sweet spot?
So him and Taylor and JR are talking strategy right now.
I'm still a little messed up metabolically from that last one.
God,
Fine.
you're a bitch.
So what's going
I
on,
just
Taylor's
think
heart?
probably
Is it his heart rate?
it's probably a smart break or two on the chest to bar in the first 2 sets so that you can go unbroken in the third, because you'll get a lot of rest. I think my grip will get a lot of rest on the box jump overs going into the dumbbell snatch. But
Savon Halpin did the math. I was right. You see that?
What?
Out of 41 athletes, a 0 and a 50 would average out to a 17th place finish.
All right.
Charlotte did not have the assault rower. J.R. Howell brought it. Guys, any difference between the assault rower and the C2? Anything?
There's no damper.
There's no damper. The handle is fixed, so it's the C2 rower handle is on like a chain and it can move freely, but this is on like a strap, and so it doesn't really move well. It's a little bit higher as well.
It feels like the damper's set at an 8. If you ask me on a C2 rower, would you agree with that, Chase? Have you been on one? It feels high.
It does feel high, but I feel like as you get
hard.
it going,
now it's on. Okay. There's got to be a sweet spot between me getting out of this workout by being retarded in round 1 and going so hard that I can't perform in rounds 2 and 3. And then on the other side of that, not trying in round 1.
I feel like it's finding your pace.
But I really feel the need to err on the side of caution for this workout. It just feels like something that you could easily fuck the pooch in round 1. You don't want to do that.
He's making me want
All
to
right,
bring
Dad.
up the number of chest to bars I assumed he was going to get. I had him at 24 to 30. Now I want to say like 10 to 15. I don't know. Taylor's kind of a, you know, what's the best thing about the whole talk with Andy?
I hit start.
He's all worried about people thinking he's a baby. He's not David Goggins. And then he drops the retard word. And I go, that's what'll get you more in trouble than looking like a giant baby on camera. You crazy.
And so we're off a Deja Vu, the workout from Wodapalooza that will be performed on Thursday or Friday.
I don't know the answer to that one.
All right, good enough.
I think this one's Thursday.
It is 2 50-point scores. I do agree with Andrew Hiller that it would be nice if it was 2 100-point scores.
That'd be badass.
You have to do the rower, then wall balls, then chest to bar pull-ups, then box jumps, then dumbbell snatches. You have 3 minutes to get as far as you can in the workout. You get a 1-minute break, then you get 5 minutes to get as far as you can in that same workout. Then you get another minute break, and then you got to finish the whole thing, and you get a score based on your time. Is that 1 minute break enough?
No. Well, I guess what you're asking, why? What would it be enough or not enough for?
Good point.
It's
I guess
not
I
enough
don't.
to recover.
It's not enough.
It's enough to reset the floor and like make it cool to look at.
Yeah.
You would probably need 3 minutes for it to be enough to push again, I bet.
So he's off at 110, 111, 114.
Yeah, I was guessing that take him about 115 every single time. This will take him about a minute every single time. He'll be the only athlete actually going below parallel. So this is going to add seconds to what you'll see as a competition.
0 dilly-dally on the transition, 0.
Which means he's probably going to hit that 24 to 30 chest to bar. I bet he takes 2 or 3 sets to get there. He'll have about 45 seconds to do it.
I wrote down 20.
Ooh. We'll see.
Look at Chase writing it down, keeping himself honest.
Now, while he is, I wrote some crap down. Chase, what do you got written down?
I literally just wrote down the number 20. 20 just.
So this is not how the stage will be set up out there. If I had to bet, there would be longer transitions.
Could be, yeah.
What do you mean? The rower would be further away from the wall ball target?
Something will be further away than something else. It's not going to be this tight. 44 seconds, 40 seconds. You got to fix his stupid dumbass grips.
Look at Elisa's trying to hit on Will. Does Will have a job? Dude, he got a job, a car, health insurance, couch. Yeah, Will got all that fancy shit.
54, 15, 16, 17.
Let me
18,
know when you start seeing
19,
fatigue in his
20,
motion.
21.
Is he dropping too
2,
fast?
23, 4, 5. No, he looks great.
Yeah.
I got him at
Dang.
27. Was it? I
think
stopped counting
26.
after our talk. 26. Yeah.
6 seconds left.
7, 8, 9. Done.
Oh, wow.
I said 24 to 30.
Dang. Good job. Now we'll see if that was a good idea or not.
No. We're going to see if
28.
Taylor's a giant bitch or not.
Damn.
Jeffrey Birchfield says 26. I think he had 29.
I think Taylor said 28. Did he no rep himself?
Sev, on your question about him dropping, you thought maybe he'd be looking worse by not controlling or controlling the descent by too much.
Yeah.
They look pretty consistent across
Yeah.
the board. Now, round after round, I guess we can look at that.
What does this mean? Anita Dick and me. 28 first rep was what's a PU? No rep?
Yeah.
PU.
Yeah. I think his very
Yeah.
first one he didn't hit.
You said, what does this mean? I need a dick in me.
Yeah, I know what that means. Hey, oh, and he's off. Wow, that was the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the poor guy. So those thoughts, they're creeping in now. Those thoughts in that 1 minute rest, he's like, what did I get myself into? This is stupid. I shouldn't have done both these workouts in one day. That kind of shit, right? He's got some noise in there.
And then he's probably defaulting to what he was talking about with Lizzie. Like, it's just a workout and she's got real life stuff going on. Don't be a bitch.
Okay, good. All right.
I'd think. How much
Mike
slower does
Halpin,
throw it?
83 reps, round 1. I'll write that down. Thank you, Mike.
28, yeah.
So what are we looking at? That's not a chain that's coming out of the air rower. We're used to a
It's
chain.
chain, but it's fixed at the very end of the handle to the chain.
And
It's not
as
that big
opposed
of a deal, but
as
it just
opposed to
feels
concept 2 rotates a little bit and
Yeah.
goes all the directions in a 360.
yes.
I think he got off the rower at about 110 to 113 last time.
Yeah.
He's feeling good. Does he pull a Fraser and just quit? No way.
We're at 110 now. All right, so same time, 113 about.
He's
About
feeling good.
5
We're
seconds.
walking around with the freaking wire. Nice.
No dilly-dally on the transition.
So if Will's walking around with the camera, who's pressing the button on the switcher?
He got the other dude.
Mm,
He mentioned the guy's name. I think his
the
name is
switcher.
Bryce.
Another guy. That was you saw Bryson.
got it.
Okay, so I was thinking we would see where we were going to see the fatigue or the problems are in the transition, and he's showing no sign of weakness, right? This is it. Is this as good as this can be done?
At the moment,
Right
I
now.
think so. Unless someone wants to go full dummy and destroy that first row, I can't do much better. The women will have the potential to move a little quicker on the wall ball, unless they're going to 10 feet, which they should, right, Chase?
Yes, they should.
And why is that? Why do you think they should go to 10 feet? Because it's the
They have
weight
wider
difference?
balls.
Right, okay.
I
Same height.
wrote a workout this week where there's a whole bunch of step ups with weights, and everyone's using 20 inches. I'm like, all right,
Attaboy. My man.
you don't get a shorter box and a lighter dumbbell. You can have one or the other.
Exactly. I love it.
Okay, he's taking a little time on this. He's taking a little
So he-
time.
15 seconds off his last round.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. My count right? 7, 8, 9,
One
10,
behind.
11, 12, 13, 14.
14's a weird spot to stop.
I think he's one off. I think that was it.
You do?
All right, we'll see. I'll start
That
with
was a
6.
short break. Ooh. There it is.
7, 27,
Dang.
15, 12 sounds about right. And then I'll finish with an 8er. 15,
Okay.
8.
Taylor Self is at CrossFit Charlotte. He is in the second round of Deja Vu, the workout from the Wadapalooza that will be happening on Thursday and Friday of this week. He has 5 minutes to get as
Nice.
far as he can in this second round.
I think he's going to probably go further than I thought on this one. I had him at 15 to 20 of these. He's going to get further
Exactly
than
what
that.
I wrote down too.
Hey, crazy transition time. No, he waited before he grabbed the bar for the chest to bar pull-ups, but no waiting as he jumped up on the box. Legs are fresh, right? It's just his heart he's trying to regulate.
His legs are probably not feeling as good as you'd think.
He just got to rest him for 35 chest to bar pull-ups. His legs should feel fine.
Yeah, but dropping off the pull
Wall
bar
ball
actually
rower.
takes it out of your legs too. Oh,
No rep. Touch the box.
Oh, no shit.
Not allowed to touch the box generally.
Wow.
I don't know what number he's on.
I got him at 12.
J.R. Howell doing some fathering in the background there, teaching his daughter how to mop like every good father should teach his daughter. Listen, if you want a good husband, learn how to use this thing. 20 seconds left. Will he make it to the dumbbell snatches?
No.
No way. That's 20.
Any significant breaks here he's taken in this 30 box jump overs?
20. That's 22, I think. No, he's moving pretty freaking good. About as good as he could. 23, but also I could be wrong because
21,
2.
or because he started on the other
Right.
side.
I had him starting on the wrong side.
Chase, is the step down required or what?
Yes. I heard that it was required for this event.
And why? They're professional
28.
athletes. Let them go.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
two sides of the camp on that. How many did he get? How many reps did he get?
Or I mean, we were at either 22 or 24.
28.
28?
I didn't count that.
Yeah,
But then
30
again,
inch
I
step
was-
down's crazy. But so what if the PFAA requested it? Why not let the athletes decide?
That's an argument I think a lot of athletes have versus, say, coaches, spectators, or just fans, because most, not to say every, but almost every event that has had a massive amount of box jump overs where you can rebound, someone has ruptured an Achilles.
Mm.
And it's, okay, what's the...
Yeah,
Boss's
this
reason
isn't-
was like, why put people in that position where they have to do it if they shouldn't, just to stay in the event? But I see both sides of it.
Easy for 6 foot tall Fikowski to make that request.
Right.
Corey Leonard, I can't step down from a 30-inch box. Too damn short. Blade Walker, mandatory step down is whack.
How come we can't hear him breathing this time? I liked that.
We can hear the squeaking of the Assault Fitness Pro rower. Will Brandster is wearing his prison outfit. He did a 3-year stint at Pelican Bay.
I think that's the other guy.
Oh. The fuck did that guy get those clothes? My goodness.
Hey, he's kind of crushing this.
Yeah.
Was that 108?
No, 122.
Oh.
So if a 5 second-ish increase each round on the road, which is, I mean, not much for 25.
If they let athletes decide and someone tore an Achilles, people would jump something. Oh, it would jump on Wadapalooza for not considering athlete safety. Yeah, they're right about that. JR and I were talking about that this morning a little bit. JR is in agreement. And I think they just make the box taller.
Hey, there's a difference between having the rope too long. Oh, yeah, they could do that too. They could make the
No one's rebounding a 48-inch box.
Some
40 for the women. They can try. Good luck doing it for a good amount of
I
reps. You're
agree.
not doing that.
A higher box does fix that.
Right.
There's a difference between having a rope that's too long and letting people decide whether to stand or jump. It's significantly different.
I think it looked
Referencing the Scott
ridiculously
Panchik injury.
stupid at the games this year. The 24-inch mandatory step down. It's like,
Yeah. Well, they didn't have that originally. They changed it.
That's the rumor.
Kimberly Jasper just signed up for a membership. She is our 37,432nd member. Thank you. We're now bringing in $700,000 a month on memberships, and those are the people who can see the behind the scenes 2023 ahead of schedule. What a
I
deal.
wonder if CrossFit's upset that they're not making it in like that.
For no reason at all, Arthur just lets us know he's 6'5". Well, nice. Thank you, Arthur.
Oh, someone asked.
Oh, they did. Okay. Chase saved you, Arthur. Mike Halpin.
All the time.
Mike Halpin, just around 200 reps going into round 3.
10, 10, 8, 7 coming up.
Andrew, would you please explain to Miss Steph, the beautiful redhead, what we are watching the workout?
Is that the Black Widow?
I don't know.
The Avengers?
Ooh,
Maybe.
it looks like it.
In the first set, Taylor had 3 minutes to get as far as he could through the rower, wall ball, chest to bar, box jump over, dumbbell snatch, and I don't think that anybody saw him getting through the chest to bar, which he did not. Then he had 5 minutes to get through it after a 1 minute rest, and then after another 1 minute rest, he's got to do the entire workout for time. So he's got 3 separate intervals where he's trying to get through it, which he won't, and the final one he has to, and he's got an 8 minute time cap on that final one.
And just to reiterate what Hiller said, in the first round, we didn't see him get out of the chest to bar pull-ups. In the second round, we didn't see him get out of the box jumps. And in this round, he will have 8 minutes to finish the entire thing. And I presume we're about to see him do 25 dumbbell snatches with 100 pounds. Is he going to make it through this? Is he going to beat the 8 minute time cap?
Ooh, 3:30 left.
50-50.
No shit.
He's at 12 right now.
Well, if that 28 is correct, which when I count, I always have my hands doing this, right? So I'm watching him and I'm moving my fingers. So I have fives going. So it could have been 23 or 28. When I said 23, I'm like, well, another hand's worth of fingers would have been 5 more reps. And I don't know, dude. He got 28 reps. He got that's a big old no.
Again.
Good boy. So he's got basically 2 minutes at that rate to do the dumbbell snatches, and with 100, that's no joke. So I'm thinking no at this moment in time. He's not going to make it.
That's 20. We're past the 5 minute.
Yeah, he ain't going to make it, boys and girls.
Hey, this jump he's doing now, what is that a sign of? How he's slamming his foot down and making sure he's got sturdy footing? Is this just a focal thing? He's just trying to focus?
I think he's picking his feet up a little higher to not clip his toes on the box like he just did.
Okay. He doesn't want to make that error again.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So tucking your knees into your chest so you don't have to jump as high. Those last 2. You could do it.
It's going to be about
how does 2 minutes.
How does that boy move that dumbbell? He's going the wrong fucking way.
We're at a 10-second transition, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14-second transition between the box jumps and the 100-pound dumbbell. God, he's strong.
He is going to be hurting if he finishes this.
Chase, is he going unbroken?
He's going to try.
All right.
He's not pulling too deep under it yet.
That's 11. He looks good. All right, he's at 12.
I wonder if there's going to be stages on the floor he's going to have to maneuver through, little spot stations.
Okay, we got J.R. Howell from CrossFit Crash riding Taylor, making sure he doesn't wait too long in between the transitions and not taking too long of breaks. Sevy, call the cops because this dumbbell is going to murder Taylor.
No, dude.
That's 20.
This is wicked, but he's in pain. You don't stop with 5 left on a workout like that.
Pick it up.
1, hey, let's go. 5.
Come on.
2, 3. Wow.
Come on.
Wow, that hand.
Good shit, dude.
Dang. Sub 730. Let's get in there.
Hey guys, I don't think we're going to see Taylor on the rest of this show.
Oh, we need at least a few minutes with the guy. Ladies and gentlemen, just to give you guys a little bit of a schedule of what's going on later on tonight, Miranda Alcaraz, one of the most successful people in the CrossFit space to take a business from being a pregnant woman to a massive group of people, street parking, will be on tonight. And then the rest of the week looks like it's just going to be pure Wadapalooza stuff. We'll be having all sorts of shows, talking about the programming, the athletes. We'll have a whole great cast of characters coming in and out.
Now it's
See ya. Oh, nice.
Fuck.
That's a slick move.
Athleticism.
Shorter.
What the fuck?
Taylor Self just finished Deja Vu, which is his second workout
Great workout.
in a 40-minute period. Prior to this, he did El Circo.
I'm a bitch.
I don't think so.
What do you think he's disappointed in before he puts the headphones in? What do you think? Why is he being hard on
Broke.
himself?
He probably
I
wanted
reps
to
at
do
the end.
unbroken at certain sections and didn't, or took more breaks on chest to bar than he wanted to,
Morning,
or
Lori.
in the box, like just shit like that. You always do that to yourself in the middle of an event. Like, I want to do this, I didn't do this, therefore I'm a bitch, and that's not true. Like fucking, that was really good.
How do you think that he did poorly anywhere? Do you think that he didn't do anything that was world class?
No,
That was world class.
That was world class.
As was the first one. Very impressive.
Water.
And now the athletes at Wadapalooza will not have to do these so close to each other, correct?
no,
Correct.
we're on 2 different days.
And he did them with about a 30-minute break.
Yeah,
This is Taylor Self,
That door's
the
still open.
founder
That's
and
gone
owner of
ringing.
Sentinel Training. He's inside of CrossFit
Listen.
Charlotte.
close the
He's
door,
just done
Taylor.
a couple of the Wadapalooza workouts back to back here. How long before he gets his breath back?
10 minutes.
So where's he really feeling this?
Probably his lungs. Probably just all breathing.
Lungs.
Where's
Biceps.
where's most of the discomfort, Taylor?
Just suck at box jump overs.
Yeah, you do.
I haven't done any in 2 years. I've done box jumps.
Oh damn.
I've done box jump overs to 24, which is a lot different than box jump overs to 30. Typically, I would like jump down. You know what I mean? Maybe not rebound, maybe rebound, but definitely jump up, jump down, take a second, jump up, jump down. The step down at 30 is fucking wrecking me.
Is the fridge door behind you shut? It sounds someone's saying it bounced open.
Shut the fuck up. The fridge door is shut, dumbass.
Dumbbell. The boys were saying that it was it must have really hurt for you to put it down with 5 left.
What do you mean put it down with 5 left?
Why didn't you just finish it?
Oh, dude, my entire body was full of lactic acid. Yeah, that messed me up a little bit. I think first round, JR was telling me that the rower was going to roll over a lot. So I probably, I'm just going to blame my performance on him. The rower was all his fault. I stopped rowing at like 23 and a half because, it was going to carry over. And it did, but I just had to sit on it for 5 seconds. So I probably just should have pulled the handle instead of sitting there. The wall balls were fine. I think I no rep myself on 2 sets. I did an extra. One, I hit the white line, so I did 31 on the first round and the second round, I think, as well. If I no rep on the third round, I was going to just give it to myself because I was hurting. The box jump overs. I going into it, I thought it would be a box jump over cycle speed workout to begin with, without knowing it was a step down. And then someone told JR it was a mandatory step down. And then I pretty much knew that, at least for me, it was going to be all box jump over. And I don't think that necessarily I was going super slow. I know they looked slow. They felt slow. But I wasn't like I wasn't hurting. You know what I mean? So I don't know. With the mandatory step down, I don't imagine many people being able to go that much faster and being able to hold big sets on the dumbbell. Like, I'm really strong on the dumbbell, the 100. And that was hard.
Your longest transition, I think, of the workout was in the time portion when you transitioned from the
box jump to the dumbbell.
No, you had that one was probably 12 or 13. We think you had probably like a 15-second one. I think it was just prior to grabbing the toes to bar. Or no, sorry, the chest to bar pull-ups. The chest bar between the wall ball and chest to bar pull-ups. You were really chalking up good there.
Oh, really?
I think so, but maybe just a second longer than the transition to the dumbbell.
Was it before jumping up initially or in the middle of the set during a break?
Before jumping up initially. You went from the wall, I think in the third round, you went from wall balls to chest to bar pull-ups, and you took probably
third round. In the third,
third round,
yeah, for sure. After I got finished with the wall balls, my heart rate was spiked. And if I just went right to the chest to bar and started, it would have just exploded. So I was trying to get it down a little bit.
All the transitions. Go ahead. All the transitions from the assault bike to the wall ball were just seamless. Like you just went right over there and just got at it.
Yeah.
It's advice right now, Taylor. Anything like you're like, okay, if I got a horse in this race, this is what they need to know.
Be fitter than me. One.
Yeah, it's a fitness workout.
That's a pure fitness workout, and I don't feel like I'm in bad shape, but that workout makes me feel bad about myself. I feel sorry for myself right now.
Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you?
And define that. Tell me a little bit more. When you say pure fitness workout, what do you mean? Meaning that there was nothing challenging in there in terms of weight, or it was just managing heart rate and breath?
It was all heart rate. It wasn't even breathing, really. It was not as much lungs. Like I can hurt being out of breath. Like I can go pretty much no matter how out of breath I am, I can keep going. But that was like heart rate spiked. Going from chest to bar into the tall box jump over. I mean, think about chest to bar. Chest to bar probably to me almost more than any other movement, holding big sets, just jacks your heart rate up because the cycle rate is so fast and it's such a long range of motion and it's such an explosive hip drive that doing like 20, 15, 30 when you're already out of breath just explodes your heart rate. And then going from that into the 30-inch box jump over with a step down was just a lot of heart rate, massive heart rate.
Maybe
so I was trying.
How would you feel you are at the chest bar pull-up?
What do you mean?
You're rather decent at them?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'd say I'm pretty good.
9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, relative to those you know at them?
I'd say I'm best in the world. Just kidding.
I think you're pretty good at it, to be honest.
I think I'm like up there in gymnastics, especially pulling.
Well, I'd agree because it's 105 of them, and that's no joke. In total, that's a shitload of chest to bar pull-ups.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And
see, that's the thing.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, that's the thing. For me, that wasn't the workout at all. Neither was the wall ball. Wall ball was fine. And it's managing heart rate from wall ball to chest to bar for sure. But the box jump overs, I think, are the bear of the workout. Like for most people, getting through 30 fast and not paying the price for it enough to be able to recover for the next interval, like that's the game you got to play. Sure, I could have cycled those a lot faster. How much would that have blown me up for the round of 5 minutes? And then if I would have cycled them really fast in the round of 5 minutes, would I have been able to get through them fast in the last round and then stay strong on the dumbbell? I think I might have been a little bit of a bitch on the last round of the box jump overs, but I was hurting on the dumbbell. So maybe there's 10 seconds there, 20 seconds there. But, JR said the dumbbell was fast. I'm happy with the dumbbell. I knew I wanted to be fast on the dumbbell, but I think managing the box jump overs more than anything. If you push those fast, you have a minute to recover, dude. That's to go into the next round and to do that all over again. And then you do it fast in the round of 5. So for me, more than anything, I think I was doing the box jump overs at a rate that did not make my heart rate any higher. I was hurting through them. I was sustaining like a very, very uncomfortable effort. But if I had gone any faster, I think I would have passed the threshold and then would not have been able to recover from it to go into the next round.
You are listening to Taylor Self, the founder and owner of Sentinel Training. This is why you do sign up for his training, because he doesn't just do the programming, but he does the workouts. He gives you the feedback. He puts it all out on the line. There's no fucking rehearsals. He just came in here this morning. Did you coach this morning, Taylor?
Yeah, I coached at 9 a.m. and I coach again in 5 minutes.
So he coached. He let us set up the cameras in his gym. Will Brandstetter showed up there. Only one guy in the audience, although he's worth 10,000 men, J.R. Howell. And Taylor just got at it and let, at this point, a couple thousand of you watch him as he hurt for these 2 workouts. The feedback will continue. You can watch Shut Up and Scribble. You can watch Get with the Programming. You can go to HillerFit. You can stay around on this channel throughout the week, and you'll get more and more feedback and insights into Wadapalooza. Hey, dude, when's the last time you've done 2 hard workouts like this, this close proximity to each other? Do you normally do 2 a days?
No, I do 1 session a day. I start at 8 a.m. and I finish around 11. And usually I hit my training through in 1 shot right now. So every day I would say I do this, but it's a little, the gear's a little different when everybody's watching you.
Yeah. So that is true. You probably worked out harder this can't be what you just did. Can't be.
No, I get a lot of intensity.
Oh, you do. So you can actually go this intense without knowing that there's like 700 people live now watching you.
Yeah, but it might look at a little different. Like it might be a workout that's easier to get intensity, like not 100-pound dumbbell snatches for 25 reps in 1 shot, but maybe it's intervals. But I put myself into the dirt every day. Or on machines like Echo Bike.
You can tell that you do that, by the way.
Thank you.
These boys, Taylor, were very, very skeptical on whether you were going to finish that workout, and then you still finished it with 30 seconds left.
That final round, yeah. Hey Taylor, how many people do you think finished that at the competition?
That I have no idea. I know myself very well, and I knew I was going to finish with the dumbbell snatches. Fuck off, Todd. But this guy right there has the biggest quads on the planet. I call him Lord Farquad.
Taylor looks like the Monopoly man juiced up. That's pretty good.
I don't know how many people finish, but I knew I was going to finish because I know I'm very good at dumbbell snatches, and I was doing the box jumps at a pace that allowed me to not go right to the dumbbell. Right, I went and grabbed chalk first, but I knew I was not blowing up on the box jumps, so I could do the dumbbell snatches effectively. So I just know myself well. How many people finish that workout? I don't know, dude. I feel like a lot of people do. I had 30 seconds left, and I wasn't racing anyone. I think if there's guys next to me on the box jump overs that I know I'm better on the dumbbell at, I'm either going a little faster on the box. I mean, if it's like somebody who's small and I know they're going to explode on the dumbbell, I probably wouldn't get pulled into a race with them. But if it's somebody to get pulled into a race with, I could have gone a little faster on the box jump overs probably. But I don't know. I think a lot of people finish that, but I think probably half the field doesn't.
Sean Lenderman, Taylor, Mr. Self. You don't avoid intensity some days, ? Ackerman says not to have too much intensity.
I take 2 rest days. That's enough. What are you talking about? Intensity is what drives adaptation. So when I hear the fucking argument,
is relative.
When I hear the argument of dude, don't do too much intensity. Well, that's completely opposite of the methodology. So maybe what Ackerman is saying is intensity is relative, and you can't do Fran every day. But you can do a workout that's short today, and I can get a lot of intensity the next day by going really heavy. And then I can get intensity the next day by going really long at a sustained pace for 30 minutes. So it looks different. But yes, intensity drives adaptation. So if you're not getting intensity in your workouts, you're not doing CrossFit.
Could we see your nipples? Okay. Oh, those are nice nipples.
They're small.
They're small.
But they're good small, right?
They're clear.
Small nipples are good.
I have. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta coach.
Okay, one quick question. Just let me ask you this. It's totally off subject. Some lady in here said, okay, here we go. Just answer this. Jennifer Lynn, I feel like I could go to Taylor's coach class. I would leave crying. Maybe he has a softer side for his members. Tell us.
I mean, maybe Will turn the camera around and you guys can watch me coach for a little bit. But I would say the members love me. I've been here for, a handful of years, and I haven't been fired. So.
And only all of them cry every day. Like, fuck.
I don't make people cry. Stop it. What's my favorite thing? To make people laugh and to have fun. Like, that's what makes me happy, is to have a fun class. I really have 39 seconds.
All right. Love you, dude.
Jeremy, that's not
all
true.
Redheads have small nipples. That's what we learned today.
That's
Thank
not
you.
True. That is not true.
Oh. Jody Lynn. Oh, Jody. Intensity drives adaptation. Hey, Jody, do you have I want to send you private links to all the shows. I think you're probably one of the biggest donors that we have. I need to find out a way to get your.
No.
I need to find a way to get your personal information. If
Like your
if we
bank
could
account?
if we could get that. No, I need her home phone number. Somehow I got to get in touch with you. Maybe DM me your home phone number.
Drop your phone number in the comments.
I was thinking about that last night. Hey, Will, what's up, dude?
Is this better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
I gotta move everything off because they're about to start a class. So
okay,
just-
Will, what are the chances now that we've set this up and we've done this so brilliantly? Sorry, you've done this so brilliantly that we are going to be able on Thursday night stream open workouts for the world to see and have our own one-on-one competitions.
So high.
We need a fucking sponsor. Someone make it rain cash. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Tonight, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye-bye.